Hi guys, welcome to the first of many tutorials from Team Epic. Today I'm going to talk you through how to set up your project and sequence so you get the best quality out of your videos. First of all, you're going to want to launch Adobe Premiere Pro and create a new project. Premiere will present you with this little window that will contain all the settings for the project you're creating. Step 1. You're going to want to give your project a good name that clearly identifies what the content of the project is. Then you'll need to select where you want to save the project by clicking the Browse button. It is important you don't just leave this field because otherwise your project will get lost in the deep depths of your system. You'll never find it again. It also is normally not a good idea to save to external hard drives or flash drives just because removable media is more temperamental, and so if there is a network drive, or better, a local drive available, that's where you want to go. If you are capturing footage from a tape device, I'd set your capture format to HDV in this little box here. But if not, just hit OK and you're off. Now Premiere will give you your project workspace. Now you're here, the first thing you need to do is to create a sequence to edit in. Navigate to the File tab, hover over New and click Sequence. Setting up your sequence correctly is really important if you want to get good results in your productions. Your sequence will affect the quality, frame rate and size of your video, so it's really important to get the right settings when you set this up. Unless you know a specific format in which you want to edit, I find the DSLR presets are pretty good for quality and usability, so I'm going to navigate to Digital SLR and 1080p. Now you have several options. As you can see, each one starts with DSLR 1080. The number after that stands for the frame rate of the video, which is the frames per second. Now there are some basic industry standards that might help you out here. Films are projected and filmed as standard at 24 frames per second. So if you want a filmic look, we select DSLR 1080p 24. If, however, you want to make more of a television or web style look, select DSLR 1080p 25. 30 FPS just means more frames per second. It's an American standard, so if that's what you want, select that. But just be aware of those industry standards and bear in mind what it is you're editing for. I'm going to select DSLR 1080p 25 because this is a production I'm working on for the web. Now you've selected your preset, head on over to the Settings tab, where you can fine-tune the setup of your sequence. If you don't care too much about this fine-tuning, skip later on in the video and carry on from there. Okay, now we're on Settings, you have the opportunity to set up what your aspect ratio is, and a bit more. Now let's go back to what you're making it for. Films use something called an anamorphic aspect ratio. It's a bit wider for theatrical exhibition, and generally feels a bit more cinematic. So if you want your production to feel cinematic, you want to come down here to Pixel Aspect Ratio and select Anamorphic Pixels. This basically means that each pixel is a bit wider. If you're sticking with TV though, just hop back over to the square pixels, which I'm going to do. Further down this page, there's only a few things you might want to change. Firstly, take a quick look at your audio sample rate. Higher sample rate means higher quality. Most productions are sampled at 48,000 Hz as a standard, but if you're an audio freak then I guess you can bump it up or down a bit. Finally, go back to your Sequence Presets tab and select a sequence name. Hit OK and you're ready to edit. That's the end of this first tutorial. We hope you found it useful. Please check out the rest of our tutorials soon, and if you need any help, feel free to leave a comment, we'll do our best. Thanks guys, Epic out.